today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tap.
Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there with...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And it was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. So they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll buy some time right. And this one complete to Smith. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Smith. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here's Smith.
Flushed out right.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Go, Riggs, go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts dancing to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback.
Smith on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And
75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The Sanders has got it complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, what a move. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks take back over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And going right back to Walker. And some room to maneuver. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Go check, go check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready,
Up the middle, here's Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Cougar 19, Warriors 70. Hey, check that, street.
Now Smith. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, here's Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going on the ground with Homer. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
You got tank. You got tank. You got tank.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Big Lion.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Homer. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Alex Arma.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hey, check that, street.
On 2nd and 10, Smith.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Gino on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They'll run this with Homer.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Smith. That's complete right around the 8.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
But 1st down, Hurts.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Homer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.